Okay, great. I think it's recording this time around. And sorry about last time, we had no power. But we're gonna pretend like I haven't actually dissected it, just to remind you what we're gonna do today. So I'll kind of sort of turn it like that and bring it like that, closer to the. Okay. So last time we are doing the back and shoulder muscles, and I said what you do is that between these acromiotrapezius, you find this connective tissue that I said you use one of these, the forceps, to pick it up like that, make a small little cut, and then only make sure you're cutting the connective tissue, and with your blunt end in, you could raise it like this, and then you cut all the way to the muscle, and then you cut on the side all the way to the muscle here, okay? And then you work on the connective tissue between this acromiotrapezius, which is this one, and this spinotrapezius, which is that one. Both of these are called trapezius in the human. And then you work that up until you get to this spinodeltoid right here. You see, this is the spinodeltoid. You stop there, okay? And then you work this spinotrapezius by working the line here. Make sure you hook off all the connective tissue. Okay, so this will be this triangular one is the spinal uh, trapezius, which is trapezius in the human. You work it to the end, you leave it attached in the middle, and like I say, for the most part, the only part you're gonna cut in the middle is this part, and you only cut the connective tissue from this end to that end. Okay, and that's it. And then I said when you go to the neck area, you will find there's the clavotrapezius, which is this muscle. Okay, and it's the trapezius in the human. Okay, the clavotrapezius goes all the way to the shoulder or the deltoid, at which point it's going to become the clavobrachialis or clavodeltoid, which is the deltoid in the human. Okay, but I said on the clavo trapezius right here, there's a muscle that goes underneath, which is the levator scapulae, and the levator scapulae is one that elevates the scapula right here. So what you want to do is make sure you sort of spread your cat so you can see the white line. Sometimes it may not be very clear, that separates the trapezius from some of the other, the clavotrapezius in the neck from the other back muscles. Make sure you look at where the levator scapulae goes underneath the clavotrapezius, and make sure you pick on it using your probe right here, and then you pick on it and you separate that part first, then you separate all the way up here, and then you also separate, and then you may have to make a little cut over here, and then you separate out the acromiotrapezius, and then you work your way down on this line all the way down the shoulder and so forth, and then you separate out the clavodeltoid as well, which is the deltoid, and then you can then see the other muscles like the acromio deltoid right here, which is the deltoid in the human. Okay, and then this of course is the spinal deltoid, which is the deltoid in the human. Okay, and then once you do this, which is the spinal trapezius, once you make that flap go like that, then you put your little finger in here, and then you work the latissimus dorsi. Okay, make sure you rip off, well, you take off nicely, okay, because you may rip off the muscle with it. You take off nicely the connective tissue and fat surrounding it, so you get to see the lines nicely, and then you can put your little finger, it helps you to work it out. And then here you also remove all the connective tissue so you can see the line nicely of the spinal, of the latissimus dorsi, which is also latissimus dorsi in the human. So you separate that out here, and then you separate that out here. So when you separate the latissimus dorsi, you'll be able to see this teres major, which is also teres major in the human, and then the supra infraspinatus. There is the spine, and this is the muscle underneath the spine, which is infraspinatus in the human, and then you see the supraspinatus in the human. And then if you were to spread out the back, the scapula on this side you are dissecting, you see all these cobwebs, which means you separate it nicely, and the muscle underneath the scapula is the subscapularis, and the muscle that connects the scapulae on both sides is the rhomboideus, which is the rhomboid major. Okay, so you start here, you cut that, then you use your probe to go in there, then you separate this out here between the spinal and the acromion, and then you separate out the then you might even go to the latissimus dorsi while you're at it and kind of work it with your little finger. And then here, after you go here, you look at the line here that you're going to separate up to here, and then look for the clavotrapezius. It makes a line all the way down the arm, and then look for where the levator scapulae goes underneath. Work that area first with your probe and pry or separate out this clavotrapezius. Then you separate the whole thing. Okay. What you don't want to do is cut this muscle. Okay. Excellent. Can you do that now? Thank you, guys. I'm gonna stop the video right now, and then when you guys are done, we'll come back again and revise. Stop.